The Raleigh-Durham International Airport, or RDU for short, emerged as the fastest growing top 50 airport in the nation in 2023. But what exactly does that mean for the passenger experience? One of the biggest concerns I hear from people looking to move to the Triangle region in North Carolina is whether the airport is gonna get them where they want to go. They ask what it's like to fly into and out of RDU, and if there are direct flights to anywhere meaningful, especially internationally. So in this video, I wanna break down all the ins and outs of our ever-growing airport. But before we do that, my name is Matt Martin, and I'm a Raleigh-based realtor. I've helped tons of people just like you relocate to the Triangle region of North Carolina, and if you're looking to do the same, I'd love to help you too. First things first, where's the airport located and how do you get there? Well, there's a lot to love about RDU, and one of the highlights is that it's super conveniently located smack dab in between two of the Triangle's three main cities, Raleigh and Durham, just about 13 miles from each city's downtown. It's easily accessible from I-40, I-540, which is also referred to as the Outer Beltline, and Highway 70. Without traffic, you're looking at drive times of just 15 to 20 minutes from Raleigh or Durham. Chapel Hill is only slightly further at about 25 to 30 minutes. Now, I say drive times because that's really the only way to get to the airport since we don't have a train or other public transit. But even so, really, no matter where you are in the Triangle, getting to the airport is incredibly easy and fast. So sorry, you won't have any excuse to not pick up those friends and family members flying in to visit you. As for the airport itself, it's relatively small with just 2 terminals and 45 gates in total. Terminal 1 consists of just 9 of those gates and services just a few airlines like Southwest, Avelo, Breeze, and now Alaska. But if you're looking for the larger airlines or international flights, Terminal 2 is likely where you'll find yourself most often. So let's talk about wait times. Again, this is not a mega airport, so getting through security is super straightforward. If you have TSA pre-check, it's generally not gonna take you more than 15 minutes to get through airport security, and I honestly don't know if I've ever even waited that long. If you don't have pre-check, it's really gonna depend on the day and time you travel. Monday mornings are the worst time as business travelers are heading out to New York, DC, and Charlotte, but otherwise, general wait times are less than 30 minutes. So think about it. If you live in Durham or Raleigh and have TSA pre-check, you can get from the front door of your house to your gate in generally 30 minutes or less. It's pretty amazing. So what greets you on the other side of security? While the airport is small, it's beautifully done inside. Terminal 2 was remodeled in 2011 with large glass curtain walls and arching wooden trusses overhead that pay homage to the state's furniture and craft industries. Recently, there's been a huge investment in bringing more food and drink options to the terminal to the tune of 13 new restaurants and bars that have opened or set to open shortly in the airport, including options from popular local chefs like Scott Crawford and Oscar Diaz. The goal, according to the airport's media relations director, is to show off the Triangle's culinary offerings and turn the airport into, quote, a true dining destination. Well, that seems like a bit of a stretch. Having an airport with great quality food and drink offerings that mirror the region's strong culinary reputation is a win for anyone passing through the airport, be them a local or a visitor. Oh, and we're also getting a couple new coffee spots, which is always welcome for those early morning flights. So getting to the airport is easy, getting through security is easy, dining options are opening left and right, but what about getting to your destination? And are you gonna have to have a layover? Let's revisit that stat that I mentioned at the start of this video. RDU was just named the fastest growing top 50 airport in the entire country. And that's because last year saw a 22% increase in passenger traffic through the airport, up to a record-breaking 14.5 million total passengers. Part of that is of course driven by more people moving to the region, but it's also driven by tons of new routes and even airlines coming to the airport. Just last year, RDU added 4 new airlines, 25 new destinations, and 49 new routes. in 1 year. As it stands now, June of 2024, RDU has 59 nonstop domestic and 10 nonstop international routes. You can check out this map of everywhere you can fly direct from RDU. Domestically, you can get as far west as Seattle, San Francisco, LA, and San Diego, nonstop. And of course, we have all the major players on the East Coast, including NYC, DC, Atlanta, and multiple Florida destinations. Oh, and Puerto Rico. Internationally, we have 4 European destinations: Paris, London, Frankfurt, and Reykjavik in Iceland. You can also get away to the Bahamas, Mexico City, multiple spots in Canada, Panama City, and Cancun. And for anywhere that we don't fly direct, Charlotte's mega airport is a quick 32-minute flight away, or a 2.5-hour drive if you'd prefer. And they offer 115 gates and 186 nonstop destinations. So you're sure to be able to get wherever you're looking to go. But even with all that growth, we're still just the 38th busiest airport in America. Can you guess the top spot? Let me know in the comments below. So what's next for the airport? Well, the future of the airport is outlined in the Vision 2040 Master Plan, which calls for $3 billion, yes, that's billion with a B, dollars of investment over the next 15 years to keep up with growing demand. That includes rebuilding both runways and building an entirely new runway to accommodate larger planes for more long-haul flights. Once those upgrades are completed, the plan calls for expansions to Terminals 1 and 2, including up to 23 new gates, which would represent a 50% increase to the airport. But the big question, especially with 80 or so people moving to the region every day, is if that will all be enough. So that's a quick look at Raleigh-Durham International Airport. Personally, I love how easy it is to get to, how quickly I can be through security, and how much investment there's been into growing the food and drink options. And while it doesn't offer the ultra conveniences of a huge airport like Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson or Chicago's O'Hare, you still do get a great offering of direct flights, both domestic and internationally, without the headache of plowing through crowds of people just to get to your gate. If you've flown into or out of RDU, let me know what you thought, good and bad, in the comments down below. And if you'd like to explore the Triangle region of North Carolina, or you're ready to kick off your house hunt here, I'd love to be your guide. You can reach me by phone, email, or text, and all of my information is included in the link below. And if you like this video, I have a whole catalog of others all about what it's like to move to, live in, and buy property in and around Raleigh, North Carolina. Hey, there's one right there that you might like, so give it a click to keep watching.